This edition of Undeniably Raw is brought to you by our friends at Brims. Visit brimscompany.com for great hats and apparel. Week 7. Welcome to another edition of Undeniably Raw. It's your boy John on my journey to the leanest, most aesthetic physique that I've ever had. Hoping to do a show when it's all said and done, but just taking it one day at a time, 1 week at a time, and so forth. And so far, made some great progress. Camera may be a little shaky right now. I just finished a 2.5 mile run on this beautiful trail. My girlfriend wants to run her first 5K race in October, so we're training for that. And it is mid-September now. Like I mentioned in my previous video, I've been having a little bit of knee pain, and that's subsided pretty substantially. I'd say probably over the past month now, which is a big relief. And I attribute that to, not necessarily trying to force to what I consider lower body days. Squat day and deadlift day, I both consider lower body days. So I've been less adamant for sure about trying to force a second lower body day every single week. And, doing at least one for sure, but not always two. I've still been sticking with about 2 upper body lifts a week. Of course, my upper body days, I've always done bench on every upper body day. We'll see if any of that changes. I have been doing some more hip adductors and abductors. That's one thing I've been doing to try to strengthen my IT band, which I think that I've had some tightness in my IT band, which has contributed to some of the pain in my knees. That's one thing. I haven't really so much the past couple weeks, but for a while there, I was doing a lot of foam rolling, which I think helped a little bit. Did a little bit of static stretching, which I hate to do, but I did for a couple weeks there. And been feeling a lot better on my runs. Walking has not been a problem for me I had a little bit of knee pain walking, but not so much. It's mainly been when I run. Been still lifting like a power lifter on my compound lifts. And I've been debating on whether or not I want to, quote unquote, train more like a bodybuilder in the weeks to come as I continue to lean. I think my thing on this whole situation has been, I think my biggest need is to get leaner. I think that's going to help me the most out of anything. So I've been more worried about that and less about shaping my body, because I think I have a lot of muscle mass. I think I just really need to focus on leaning for now, and then maybe work on a little bit more bodybuilding style training on my compound lifts, because I'm already training like a bodybuilder in a lot of ways on my auxiliaries. A couple months ago, before I even started this process that I'm on now, I wanted to kind of get back into running. The weather was nice up here, and I just kind of want to get back into it, and my knee just hurts so bad. I actually got up to running 5 miles in a day, but after I got up to that 5 miler, the next time I went out and ran not even 2 miles, I just felt miserable in my knees. So doing some stuff with IT band. I definitely I did curtsy squats, a lot of those for a couple weeks there. I've heard that's supposed to also help your IT band. I just think that I had really tight hips was a problem, and your body works together, all the chains of muscles and things like that. And I think that the tightness in my IT band definitely, or weakness rather, not even just necessarily tightness, but weakness in my IT band as compared to the rest of my muscles in my lower body and elsewhere, I think was a problem. And I think that has been mostly addressed now, because I feel great. I have gotten even up over 2.5 miles on some of these runs I've done lately, and we're gonna probably keep going after the 5K. right, the day is October 27th. In my opinion, it's the first cold day here in North Iowa. And I will admit to you that I did give a second thought towards doing a run today. I did one earlier this week and the weather was a lot warmer than it is now. It was in the 60s earlier this week. And now it is 37 degrees. But the real kicker is that it is, earlier, right now it's a little bit calmer, but earlier today it was 22-mile-per-hour winds, and it's been pretty breezy for most of this run that I just, and it was not raining on this run. So you are seeing a good sweat was broken on this run today. This is the trail that I ran on today. There's a good shot here as well. It's just beautiful here in October. I would be lying though if I told you that it wasn't about to be a major challenge to keep the running up as the cold just continues to get more extreme. Right now, this would be a very mild day for winter here in this part of Iowa. But yeah, it may be on to the treadmill and elliptical for a while once it gets closer to Christmas for sure, and maybe even before that. But for now, it's still tolerable. It's more challenging, but once you get out there and do it though, it really is quite refreshing as well. I mean, you see what I'm saying, right? This is an awesome trail to run in the fall. So I have not seen a lot of people out here at the park that I'm running at today because it is cold, but apparently they're setting up for a Halloween themed 5K or 10K or something like that this weekend. So imagine my surprise when I come across this. I genuinely could not tell when I first saw if this was a prop or an actual person in a clown costume when I first came across this. Okay, the day is November 11th, 2023. My Georgia Bulldogs playing Ole Miss today. Huge game in Georgia where I'm from. Gonna be watching it from Iowa where I live now. And it's about time I gave you a physique update. I started this cut weighing 249. Now I'm weighing 232.8 pounds. So I'm down about 16 pounds. Feeling pretty good about it. Again, I'm no master of lighting, haven't even started working on posing whatsoever. I'm just gonna give you what I can give you here as far as what my physique is looking like now. So let's take a look. Give you a little of that right there. And I'm not trying to play, you know, any games with lighting or anything. So this is as real as it gets, I suppose. A little tricep action there. Take a look at the back. I wish I knew how to do a lat spread, but I do not. Listen, I'm not a cook. I don't pretend to be. I'm gonna try to learn soon, largely for the sake of my wallet. It's not just about the calories, but also about my wallet. I gotta save some money. And probably by and large, preparing your own food is going to be a little bit healthier, although I don't necessarily know that it's always going to be super beneficial for weight loss as compared to stuff like this, which I'm eating now a lot of. I go out to eat a lot, but this is a good quick lunch. I'll eat one or, sometimes two of these. I mean, this is 240 calories for a meal here, 27 grams of protein. You can easily eat two of these. Even still, these things, I got these on sale for about $3 a pop. So two of those is $6. I guess it's not that bad when I say that, but regardless, that's just one meal for the day. So I'm gonna try to learn to cook soon. I think it'll be a good thing for me to do anyway, but that's one of the things I've been eating. I wake up in the morning most days and eat a protein bar or, a couple of different protein bars. I don't have the patience in the morning. I'm not one of these morning people that likes to really drag out a morning routine. Fit Crunch bar is a staple. I love the Quest peanut butter cups, and I drink an energy drink, sugar-free. So usually that's about 10 calories or so there, so no biggie. So yeah, like I said, dinner is a lot of eating out. I'm gonna try to cut back a little bit on it, but I do try to be calorie conscious, although I have not been necessarily counting calories in like an app or anything as of late, but I do have a good knowledge from counting calories for a long time of what is in various foods. So I do think about it a lot, obviously. So I wanted to show you some of my running progress that I tracked in the Nike Run Club app. In September, when I started the cut, it was more around the 1.5 mile up to around 3 mile range. By October, I was running 3 miles pretty regularly, and I worked all the way up into November to a 6 mile run and a 7 mile run. So as the weather changes, I'm probably going to do more indoor cardio and maybe some more elliptical just to take some stress off the joints. But cardio has been a huge emphasis for me during this cut. Hey, doing something a little different today. Got ready in the building. Greenville, South Carolina, down here visiting my friends. Got Chase in the other room. Like I said, Greenville, South Carolina, one of my old stomping grounds where he lives. Going to McBee, South Carolina, and then hitting up Hartsville, South Carolina tonight. We're doing heavy deadlift singles. Not just deadlift singles, hex bar deadlift singles. Core 24 in Greenville, I gotta give them credit where it's due. They got the best hex bar out of any gym that I've been to in recent memory. So while I'm here, feeling the vibe, y'all hear the music. It's on. So originally we thought the Rogue trap bar here, Hex bar, whatever you want to call it, weighed 45. So we had an idea of what our numbers were. Turns out everything we thought we were doing, we're likely doing 15 pounds more with the 60-pound bar. So I'm about to attempt 680 one time. My previous PR on this, I guess, was actually 650. I thought it was 635, but we had done the math wrong, assuming there was a 45-pound bar. That was a while back, so about to rip 680 one time, about to pull it off the floor. Hey, Chase.
What up with it?
Hey, we got Chase in the building. He's filling out the shirt.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
Okay,
Okay.